Hello everybody, thank you for taking time out of your busy day to watch this video. A huge thank you to my returning subscribers. If you are not subscribed, I hope that you will subscribe. I am on a journey to reach 300 subscribers this year, and I plan to do a giveaway once that happens, so subscribe. And I am going to be going over my totals for the end of March for my sinking funds. If you are new, I use a spreadsheet. I have my laptop here. I will be going through my binders as well as some online only accounts. We will see kind of what progress I have made. And yeah, let's get into it. I'm just going to quickly go over the total for last month. And so this is across all of my sinking funds. It was a total of $3,851.32. Normally I start with my online accounts, so I will start there. First up, you will never see anything stuffed. It is my vehicle. So I have $1,122.05 in an online account that's earmarked for vehicle. It is down $4.83 from last month. I put money every paycheck in to this account, but I had to buy something, so that is why it's down, but that's okay. Next up is household, and this is for household things. Sort of like a broad overview. It's like if I need to buy toilet paper, if I need to buy cleaning supplies. Sometimes I buy vitamins out of this because I don't buy vitamins very often, or protein, like powder protein drinks. But it could also be like stuff if I had to buy new towels, or if I needed to buy like a whole new set of plates for some weird reason or something like that. So it has $57.02 in there, and so it is up $37.42 from last month. So some money did get kind of taken out of here. I believe, yes, it was to buy trash bags, so that's why it's down a little bit, because it typically gets $25 every paycheck. Next up is Christmas. Yes, I am saving for Christmas. I have been saving for Christmas for a few years now, and I highly recommend starting in January saving. We know Christmas is coming up. It's like any other holiday. If you guys go big on like Thanksgiving, maybe it's Halloween, you know, any sort of holiday, we know that it happens every year, and Christmas is one of them. And I've actually been doing this. I think this is maybe my third year. I can't remember, but it makes a world of a difference, because if I find something, say in June, that I want to buy somebody for Christmas, I usually have the money in there. And I do sort of have a budget for every single person that I do buy for. I always try and get like deals, sales, offers if I can, just to save even more money. But at the end of March, I had $120.06, because it is earning a small amount of interest, and that is up $40.04. The 4 cents was the interest. So yeah, I'm quite pleased with that. I am now going to do my month ahead binder. So this is to save 1 month ahead in bills. So hopefully when I sell my condo, I'm hoping to sell my condo next year, but you know, kind of got to wait and see what's happening out there with just everything that's happening in the world. So that's sort of the goal. But if I have to wait another year, that's okay, because I don't plan on buying another place ever again. So I'm not just going to buy for the sake of buying, if that makes sense. So in this binder, I have fully funded my cell phone at 60, gas at 60, 80 for my car insurance, 100 for groceries, 120 for my property tax, and this one might have to be adjusted when I know how much my taxes are this year. I'm in for probably a large bill, larger than I was anticipating, and I was saving extra money for this, so yeah, we'll wait and see what happens there. 160 for cable and internet, and then condo fees has 150, 55, and 60. Most of that is in the bank. So we have $740 in that, which it's up 100, which makes sense because I put $40 every paycheck, and I also finished a challenge this month that put $20 in it. So yeah, it's up $100, which is great. We are well on our way to getting condo fees fully funded. Next up, I'm going to start out with sort of my revolving, the ones I sort of do all the time. So first up is hair from my hair appointment, which is actually toward the end of April. I have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 80, and 85 in there. And that is up $50 from last month. Next up is nails, which my next appointment will be kind of mid-April. But we have 10, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, and 45. So it is up 15. I actually have enough for a full appointment, as my appointment's $30, but it will get 2 stuffings, I believe, before my next appointment. So I kind of always like to have like half an appointment saved up, at least in there. Next up is beauty, which has 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, and 100. And I'm not going to cash condense this. I know the Sephora sale. I actually did buy something from Sephora this month. It was, I had a couple gift cards and I could redeem some points, and it was a product I know that will probably most likely sell out. Probably by the sale, so I used money out of here and it came to just shy of $35. So yeah, so I will not put this in the bank because most likely I'm probably going to use it for something from the sale, and then I'll just take the money and put it back into the bank to repay myself. Oh, and that is up $70 actually from last month. So no, sorry, $40. Next up is clothes, which has 5, 10, 15, and 20 in there. So it had $30 last month. Oh yes, and I did purchase some the bomber that I'm wearing, as well as the matching pants from the shopping channel. So that is why it's down a little bit. So okay, next up is technology, and I do have some money in the bank. I actually wrote it down here. So I actually have $650 in placeholders, but I actually have $655.25 in the bank because there's been some interest accumulating in that account, and I have 10, 20, 25, 30, and 35 in cash. So that comes to $690.25, which is down $89.23. I did purchase my earbuds that I was hoping to purchase, and I also had to buy a cell phone battery charging block because the one I had, where you plug it into the wall to charge the actual block itself, the little wire thingies, something happened and it no longer charged. So yes, it is down. It did get some money, so it's kind of, yeah. And I'm still debating taking my phone in to just replace the battery. I know my phone does need it, and I know that's so much cheaper than buying a brand new cell phone. So yeah, if I do that, you'll see the change. I'll let you guys know. So next up is gifts, which saving up for Mother's Day, as well as Father's Day and family birthdays. So it should have 50, but we'll find out. 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, and 50. And so that is up $15. I don't go super crazy for Mother's Day and Father's Day. I usually get my parents gift certificates, but I think what I'm going to get my dad is actually a battery, like a charging block, kind of like I got for myself. He works still kind of part-time, but he works doing different things like piloting and road control and stuff like that. And so, I mean, he has to have his a cell phone for his job, but this would just allow him, in case he he never really forgets a charger, but it would help also when we go out camping. We could just use it to charge our cell phones. Usually when we go camping, my parents do either bring their generator for power or get a power site, but you can only use so much power. So you know, when you're using other things like lights and air conditioning, that takes away from the power. So yeah, I'm thinking of getting my dad one of those for Father's Day. So we'll see. Next up is my emergency fund, which is an absolute priority this year. And I do apologize if I sound a little funny. I am sick while recording this, but I wanted to get it done. So in emergency fund, we have 100, 250 in the bank and 55.60. So we are up $70 in here, which is great. This one gets $30 a paycheck, but I know when I reallocated some money from some challenges that I could put some money in here. So that is awesome. I'm quite happy with that. And that's not the only emergency money I do have. I do keep my checking account usually at $1,000 or more. So next up is home insurance, condo insurance. Waiting to find out how much it'll be this year. It'll be coming due in July, but I have $375 in there, and I've had $375 for quite a while. And if you're unfamiliar, condo insurance, at least where I'm at in Canada, is kind of similar to contents insurance that you would probably get as a renter, but there's other kind of insurances in there, because when you live in a condo corporation, if your condo is deemed to have caused damage, let's say by fire or massive flooding, then there is a deductible that the condo board typically will use their insurance, but you kind of have to, your insurance would have to basically pay them. So it's not super expensive like traditional home insurance, but yeah, there's a few little extras, but it's mostly contents. So next up is going to be my renewals, which is my car registration and my AAA, and there's $200 in there, and I did get my bill for my AAA. It's due at the end of April, and it's just north of $100, but the account I have it in online has been accumulating interest. So I'm just going to save $100 again next time. It's usually not too much more. So, and I have never actually used my AAA. I was under my mom's for a long time when we first started driving. My dad has always been around to help out with things, and he's pretty mechanical, but I get a discount on my condo insurance. That's why I keep it. Plus I can go in and get like member discounts and stuff. So next up is subscriptions. And this has $60. This will go towards my credit card in July. This is to pay for another year of Sirius XM, as I signed a 2-year contract. And it's had $60 in there for quite a while, so there's no change. Health is kind of been fluctuating the last like few months, but that's okay. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, and 60 in there. And that is up $35 from last month. So fingers crossed that I don't need any out of here for this bout of my sickness. So fingers crossed. Next up is travel, which I actually just restarted. It's going to be a slow burner. So it had $0 at the end of February, and it has 5, 10, 15, and 20 now. So obviously it's up $20, but slow burner. I don't have any travel plans at all right now, but who knows, maybe in the future. Next up is furniture, which had $10. No, yes. Sorry, had $10 at the end of February. Again, this one's a slow burner, hopefully furniture for a new place. And it has 5, 10, 15, and 20. So it's up $10 in there. And this just gets money every once in a while. It's not a high priority. These are not. Rainy day, which I did finally clean off. It's something that I used to do. But it has $0 and has had $0 for a while. And date night time for myself. I did find out there is a comedian, Wanda Sykes, is coming to my area. I did get an email from the venue, because I've gone to the venue before to see comedians. I'm not too sure. The prices of the tickets are absolutely reasonable. I just don't know if I want to go or not. So yeah, we'll wait and see. I haven't decided if I'm signing up for the yoga session, because if I do, the next round of 6 classes starts mid-April and would be $60, and I would take that from here. So yeah, just kind of things are up in the air, but we'll see how much I have. We have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80, 85, 90, 95, 105. And that is up $30 from last time, which is great. And I have realized I've missed something. So I'm gonna bring this back. I totally messed up on I missed giving. This is for obviously giving, being charitable. And it says at 35, it should, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and 35. And so that is up $20 from last month, as I haven't made a donation, but I have a feeling I probably will in the near future. So there we go. Don't know how I missed that one. All right, next up is pets. I do not have any pets right now, but my goal when I purchase a new place is to get a dog. So it has had 75 since the end of August, and there's obviously been no change. And these ones are all empty, but there's debt payoff, which I used to do. I think I'll probably be getting rid of this one, or I might, you know, use it as something else because my debt should be paid by the end of May. New home, this one will actually start getting money once my debt is paid off, and it will be getting funded pretty aggressively, but it has nothing in it. And appliances has nothing, and again, probably in the future I will start saving for money in there. So let me just double check everything. I do have 2 binders that I do keep, I used to keep track of, and I like to show them off because, well, one binder most people know. The first one is a binder from Iris Budgets. I have done this a few times before. I think my plan is to use this for mortgage payments, like in the future. And what I might do is, if I can get a hold, because Iris's stuff is so coveted and you have to be online, and she's about, I don't even know how many hours ahead of me, but they tend to release sort of like mid-afternoon for me, and I'm working, obviously. I want to get one of those, one of her envelopes that you can stick to use as a builder to then feed into here. So that's sort of my goal, you know, like $5 here, $10 there. And this one is Save All You Want from Gail at Budget With Me 24/7, and her website is budgetwithme247.com. I have done this before. You can save whatever you want. And I'm not going to get rid of it. I don't know what I will use it for, but I'm sure I will use it again at some point. So I just love to show those off because they're just so lovely. So we are finished. We've gone through everything that I keep track of. So at the end of February, I had $3,851.32 across everything. And at the end of March, I have $4,239.38, which is just under $400. It's $388.06. Obviously, some categories get used, but then they get filled back up again. And if you are thinking about cash budgeting, starting, I hope this gives you some motivation to do so. In the beginning, it might feel like you're not gaining any traction, but putting money here and there, it really does add up. And even if you have to use it, you at least know that you had the money saved. So that I highly recommend trying this out if you are interested. And I appreciate you so much for being here. My next video will probably be either a cash stuffing of my paycheck, my first paycheck of April, or a savings challenge with money from that paycheck. I haven't decided which I'm going to do first, but yeah, I hope that you'll join me for the next video. If you are not subscribed, please subscribe, as I really want to do a giveaway when I reach 300 subscribers. And a huge thank you to my returning subscribers. I appreciate you so much. Leave me a comment down below and give this a like so that the algorithm knows that these type of videos are being watched and liked on YouTube so the rest of the world can be inspired. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye, everybody.